Hi.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, my sister was just being annoying.
Okay. I thought it was a problem with Instagram because it like now Instagram's an option, so that's cool, right?
What do you mean it's an option?
Before the way I would share it because I would share through the messages, and we're live, right? By the way, this is all going to stay in. Um, that now it gives me Instagram as an option to share. And speaking of Instagram, man, one post has like 318 views on it. I mean, that's crazy, no?
I mean, what else would you call fame?
I mean, again, I don't think we're famous. I think we're just, if anything, we're just known of by a couple of glancing people.
Some of the people that, some familiar faces, I shall say.
Yes, yes. So, this is a new installment. It's Random Wednesdays. This will not be part of the regular season. It's kind of to pat us down before we reach the next season and the season after that, so we don't move too fast. Random Wednesdays will have its own playlist, so if you want to go back and listen to these, it'll be on that playlist. And of course, in the title, it's a Wednesday, so these episodes should be coming out every Wednesday, if not um bi-weekly.
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, whatever. I mean,
Thursday,
today feels like a
Thursday.
Wednesday.
Today feels like I don't know. There's like no days of the week anymore.
I know. It's the problem of not like having a life.
I mean, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's just really sad.
I mean, sometimes indeed. Um, I got some more of those things I sent you, but it was vanilla flavor instead of chocolate.
I have
And
no
it
idea.
the
Oh,
things I sent you, yeah, yeah.
that makes it sound like you're sending me drugs.
We don't
Oh,
use
I'm
the
sorry.
D word,
I'm sorry.
so but yeah. I got vanilla flavor this time. Tastes exactly the same. Very disappointing. Very
I I
disappointing.
I think I've tried the strawberry ones before, but I didn't know they had vanilla too.
Ooh, strawberry sounds good. I thought about making some popcorn and eating it during the show, but I think we had enough of ASMR, huh?
Oh yes. And did you go on to watch a serious video or
I was waiting for you to send me one, and for the next video that will go a part of season 4, I'll talk about my experience with ASMR, which is hopefully going to be a good one, not a bad one.
okay, okay. So these random Wednesdays, we're just gonna be talking about whatever we want, which I feel like
What
we kind of do already, but
I mean, we kind of we okay, so here's like the main part of an episode. We record, we discuss what we're going to talk about a little, and then who's going to introduce the episode. And then we stay on that topic, kind of unravel a little from the topic, tiptoe around it, come back to it at the end, and like finish off on a high note or even a low note. Who knows?
I mean, I especially because our like the our first few episodes were like such like personal stories as well. Like we could have gone deeper, but
Mhm.
it's just like too personal.
Ashes to Ashes has 49 views, my dude. I mean, I mentioned that before, but
How do you
dang.
feel about that so many people have listened to your story?
I feel nervous and also excited. I mean, that means people, find us listenable, not ferociously gross or anything.
Well,
Maybe they do
they find you listenable.
listen. Well, a lot of people say they like you.
And who said that?
Um, a few people. Don't worry about it. Nobody. I'm just trying to be nice. Okay, okay.
Oh, so you're
What was I
lying.
gonna say? No, I'm
Just
sitting down.
go on, go on, go on.
Thinking I forgot what I was gonna say. Random Wednesdays is gonna be kind of sloppy. So maybe even a little choppy.
Have you? I
And
haven't had a sloppy Joe in so long.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Oh yeah, you ever heard that song?
No.
It's Adam Sandler. I don't think I'll be able to find it, but
The
if I
man's
do,
most unfunniest. Oh, I said that wrong. The most unfunniest man in the world.
yeah, usually I would have cut that part out. You know what I'm saying about her messing up there. But Random Wednesdays, we're gonna keep it raw, keep it dirty. Um, and I would have cut that out too. So watch what you say on this one. Of course, I'll be editing this so it's not so bad and not so long. Because sometimes we ramble on, my dude.
But here's the thing: you're worried about me saying something wrong when it's usually you getting cut out.
You know what? I'm gonna say something right now.
Okay.
Ninja. Yeah,
Not
you heard
not
me.
not funny.
It's funny. Our
No.
cousin is a ninja.
I was listening to some of our old our older ones, and I finally realized how much we really do say and like.
Uh-huh.
It was hurting me so badly.
Oh man. Um I was listening to our older episodes over on Spotify and I was thinking like, man, we're at least a little bit better now than before. And I'm glad for that. I'm glad that our professionalism is a little higher tier than it was before in the beginning.
Especially our first one, like it was so I just said like again, but it was so it was so awkward.
It sure was. It sure was. And I think random Wednesdays are gonna be kind of awkward too, especially when one of us farts or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we since we don't have a, set topic, I guess what did you do today?
I was posting on Instagram and um, looking up the stats and analytics for our YouTube channel. And last time I checked it, we're at 549 views. And I realized something. If I look at it from another external like link or something, our view count is not as high as it is in real time, which I can see on the studio app. But it's okay. I'm still working stuff out with that. Um, we're both new to YouTube, especially me. I'm a noob,
Well,
but it's been going fine.
I used to post videos like I don't know 6 7 years ago, but I you
100.
know I it never went too crazy.
What was the videos of?
I will not disclose that information, but at the most I had like 600 800 subscribers.
600, 800 subscribers?
I can't remember the exact number. Cause you know how
That's
six what?
We only have like 10 on here, my dude.
I know, but this was a really long time ago.
Holy shit, my dude. I mean,
That's not even a
that's
lot.
six. Well, it's way more than 10.
I
Fucking 10, my
mean,
dude.
especially because I was like, no, I was even younger. I was probably like 10 or 11. So, like, that was like everything to me. But then I
Your
deleted it.
age, your age is our subscriber count at the time. I mean, Jesus Lord. Um, I've been paranoid too, not paranoid, more like obsessive of like our subscriber count. I'm fine with our views. We get plenty of views, but I want that subscribe count to go up, my dude.
Honestly, I would rather have more views than subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, we get plenty of views for a small
Like,
channel like us.
when I go on like YouTubers with like dying channels and they have like 500,000 subscribers and they get like 10,000 views, like it hurts me so much. It's so sad to see.
Well, you gotta give credit due where credit's due. Those guys work hard and do all kinds of stuff to get where they're at. And I'm willing to make a deal with the devil to get us pretty big.
No, no, no.
Come on, he's so nice. His big red
It's
pointy
not
horns.
it's not even funny. I will get my
It's not
rosary.
funny. It burns. You ever seen The Exorcist?
Stop it.
What? I've
This
been thinking
like
about renting it.
this movie like traumatized me.
Trying to, oh, like in what way? Because our aunt would always watch it.
Yes.
She was always into that paranormal shit. Like my mom, she's into like slashers. Your mom is into like a little bit of a mix of slasher and paranormal. Our other aunt is like all paranormal demons, ghosts, and shit like that, my dude.
I also remember watching Chucky for the first time at her house.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that too.
But for some reason, like Chucky just kind of like creeped me out. He didn't actually scare me, but The Exorcist, like
Hmm.
her face is still something that I see like all the time. Like,
All the time.
but like when it's like in the middle of the night, you need to go pee, and then you go back to your room, and I just like start thinking about scary things. Like her face is the first thing that comes to mind.
I thought you guys say you look in the mirror and then you see your reflection.
Oh my gosh,
You do have green skin.
that is true. So yeah,
Yeah, totally. You could be possessed.
that. What were other weird things that like scared you as a kid?
As a kid, I'm trying to think of like movies, but like other things that scared me. There's this one time we were in the backyard, me and your sister. It was like dusk and the sun was going down real fast. And our neighbor's dog would was able to jump over a 6 foot fence. So it would jump over his fence and always hang out in the alley behind our house. And one day it decided to jump over our fence. And me and your sister were playing alone outside in the backyard. And it started like it jumped over. That's the first thing we saw. And so we freaked out, ran to the back door, and our back door had like a glass one and then like the actual door. And so we opened the glass one and the actual door is like locked and we're banging and banging on it and that dog keeps getting closer and closer. So I get you, sister, push her behind me, and I kind of like squeeze us like as much as we can into a corner, and like have the glass door shielding us. But of course, it didn't close all the way, and the dog was just like barking and barking and growling, and finally our other dog, our first dog actually, Snow, he kind of like saved us and like he started barking and the other one went after him instead. And so that's when we ran off around the house to the front, got inside, and yeah, that was just a scary moment as a kid for me and you, sister.
Well, so many people I know have weird, bad stories with dogs.
What dogs are they're predators. I mean, they go and they have white vans and they give kids candy and stuff. They're predators, my
Okay.
dude. And you got any scary stories?
Um, I remember like when I was, oh my God, the word like. I remember when I was about 5 or 6 years old,
Oh, that's scary,
I went to go watch one of the X-Men movies, and
man.
I don't know which one it was. What it was like 2006. I don't know. I don't watch any superhero movies, but there was this one scene where this little boy he's like chopping off his like wings or something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
Stop it. But he was like, I don't know, like I just remember seeing blood and he had wings, and that I don't know, for some, I mean I was 5, so that scared me.
Uh-huh.
And then
Man.
and then I remember after we left the movies, we went to that Chinese buffet restaurant that's close to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Such a weird random memory.
Well, buffet is always fun, you know what I'm saying? There's this
Yeah,
one
I
place
haven't.
in Austin,
Wow.
that was called the Buffet King. And it was Buffet, not
Buffett.
yeah, Buffet.
Oh.
That was the name. And they had like this like not statue, kind of like a big figurine of like a dragon outside the restaurant. And oof, man, that waitress, woo, remember her to this day. She was ugly. Nah. But they bring us the cups and the plates, and we would go get the food, of course. And they had the special line. It was like where the freshly made stuff was, and like you have to pay extra to get in that line. I didn't, but
Dang.
Dominic did. I just got a bunch of noodles, old noodles, of course. And there's this one like I don't know if it was like a starfish or what, but it was weird, but it was okay. And of course, got the fried
A
egg. You always gotta get the
starfish?
fried egg. It was it was like shaped in starfish, and it was starfish-ish. You know what I'm saying? And but it was good. They had like this jam thing on top of it, and it was good. It may
Wow.
have not been starfish, but there's also crabs and stuff, crab legs that we all shared. We all grabbed a plate. We all shared what we had. It was a good time.
Oh. Remember when remember hanging out with other people?
Yeah, I remember that.
Um,
I know it's something
wow.
you're not used to.
I know. I actually miss my friends a lot. I haven't texted them in like a week.
Text them right now.
Well, it would I would get kind of distracted, so maybe after this recording ends, I will.
Yeah. How's that one that you recently connected again?
Oh, we've been great. It's so weird because 3 years have passed by, and like obviously we have changed and grown a lot since then, but I feel like I mean at the same time we're still the same people, so a lot of the things are still the same, and it's just like it feels like no time has passed at all. And I guess I didn't realize like how much I missed her because before we stopped talking, I talked to her every day. Even while I was at school, I would just be like texting. And I never got work done. But yeah,
That's cool,
it's
my
been.
dude. That is sweet.
And now I want Chinese food, so
Chinese food is always good. Okay. Now, this is not technically Chinese food, but I miss um what's that one panda place?
Panda
Panda Express.
Express.
Yes, Panda Express. I miss that. I like their they have all kinds of chicken and the vegetable plates, like my God, they steamed it. Uh I'm pretty sure they fried some of it. The egg rolls, they're not real, but they're still good. Um sushi.
No.
Sushi's all right.
I don't even like seafood.
What? Well, I love seafood. I see food and I eat it.
Oh wow, you're so punny. But I had Panda Express like last month. I feel like I talked about this already, but the egg roll was very disappointing.
Yeah, egg roll, my dude. Why is it called an egg roll? Like, is the dough made of egg? Is that why? Like, it has, well, lots of
But it's
breads
like
use egg.
fried.
It is fried, but is like a traditional one fried? Like, have you
I
ever
don't
had
know.
traditional Chinese?
Not that I can remember.
Mm-mm-mm. For shame, because I
It's like
haven't
the
either.
it's like the equivalent of me saying I love Mexican food and then going to Taco Bell.
Well, for us, all we have to do is make a bologna sandwich and it's Mexican food.
You know what I would do when I was little? I would just get a tortilla and then I would put salt and lime on it and just eat it like that. And
Yeah,
so good.
that's kind of strange. I mean, I put that on my rice, but not on my tortilla. I mean, what's up with that?
Salt and lime? Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I know it's bad for your teeth though. What was I gonna say? Did you ever get that golden taco?
What is that?
Remember in that one episode we were talking about people putting gold in food, and you're saying
Oh.
how you want a breakfast taco on it.
Well, I did get my breakfast tacos, but sadly there's no gold in it.
Ah, did you get silver?
No, but one possible explanation is that the dough traditionally used to make the wrapper calls for eggs.
Are you talking about egg rolls again? The you miss Google
Yes.
over here.
So it literally is an egg roll, at least a traditional one
Uh-huh.
is.
That makes sense. But like you gotta practice that, like sounding nonchalant about it. because you sound like you can just tell when you're like reading something.
That's the point, though. So you know I'm reading. You gotta change
Yeah,
your
but
reading voice.
okay, read something right now without changing your voice.
Um, Let me read a text.
Ooh, gonna see you girls text. Woo!
My dog, he's sleeping like that. Motorcycles, he always jumps at them.
You can totally tell you're reading something.
It's hard not to.
Let me read something.
Motorcycles, my dog is. I don't. How?
Well, you gotta get something like that's written in like in a
Sentence? Proper
what's the
sentence?
well that and a dialogue in a form of a dialogue, not a statement, because that's more of a statement what that we read.
Well, isn't when you're Googling something a statement anyway?
It's no, it's informational, so it's factual. It's like a different category of like literature. What's the word for it?
Okay, Mr.
I can't think
Scholar.
of it. Well, I learned a lot from that one college session, you know. I got a tutor and everything. Angelica, if you're
Wait,
listening, I miss you, bae.
did you only go one semester?
Yeah, not even the full thing.
Oh, yeah, so even
Right.
less than that because of Corona.
Corona. Yeah, spring break, my man, it ruined it. Oh, is this fucking math problems here? Let's see. I'm trying to read something, my dude. No, let me just grab a fucking book instead of what I've got here.
Oh my gosh, why are
You
you
want?
cursing?
It's because I curse, my dude. You want the Bible or something else?
The Bible was okay.
Oh shit. Well, I grabbed. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Men's training guide. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I can hear it myself.
Exactly.
Men's training guide. No, damn it. Men's men. I don't know. Fat to flat. I guess because it's supposed to be like marketed. That's why. So it has like a certain way of structure, sentence structure. Is that conversational? Hmm. Maybe if I look up a quote or something. I don't know. Whatever. I guess you win this one.
Thank you.
You're not welcome. As you can tell, Random Wednesdays is going to be messy like this.
And full of silence, probably.
Yeah, I'll try to cut those down. And if you're going to listen to these Random Wednesdays, you're going to learn a little bit of our secrets of like what goes on behind the scenes. Because usually when I mention like I'm going to cut something or snip that, snip this, or snip your nose, snip your mama's nose, I'm gonna
Snip,
cut that
snip
stuff out.
your.
Snip my what, huh?
Hold
I'm probably just gonna cut this part out. Don't worry.
on.
So it's
Do you want Yeah, but they left. Do you do you want do you want to have your own kids someday?
um, that's a loaded question. Maybe that should be a topic, you know,
Okay, yeah, because I have some
for a
things
future
to say.
episode. Yeah, yeah. Keep that. Write that down somewhere. Because Random
Oh,
Wednesdays is the what?
go on.
I was gonna say Random Wednesdays like, is just whatever, but that's a topic right there, and we definitely need topics for episodes. And if
Well,
you guys have, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that we have a whole list.
Oh yeah, we have a list. But that list could get bigger if you guys help us out by commenting. Like topics we can talk about, stuff you guys are interested in, and not just us. You know, putting in our 2 cents about nothing that we know of. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like to answer your question, yes, I would like to have kids. But when we talk about it, we probably talk about adoption. We can talk about this and that. We touched a little bit on that in our last episode, controversial episode.
The
Um,
controversial conflict.
no, yeah, that's one of our that was our last first season. That was the first season's. end episode, for the season.
Yeah, you boy
Uh,
likes to be controversial.
yes, I like big butts and I can't not lie.
What also when I was listening to the episodes, I was like, you know what? You should just join a debate team or something because everything I say, you like come back with something so quick. Like,
Well, debate you have to have like rules and stuff, and I'm not really keen on following rules. Like when you start a debate, you need to have, of course, the subject,
and
and
some
then you need
facts.
you need an opener, a body, and then like a closer. And of course, yes, the facts count 100% all the way. And I always picked on the debate kids because, they're always nerds.
Also, the thing is, like, we barely ever bring up facts. Like, what we speak on is just like purely our feelings.
Uh-huh. It's our opinion. But
So yeah.
opinions by like definition can't be fact, right?
Well, yeah, because it's your opinion. But your
But what
opinion
if,
could be based on a fact.
yeah, but I don't know. Like, is it a fact if I say you girl has green skin? Yes. Is it an opinion if I say her green skin's good? Yeah, it's an opinion. But like, is there like a middle ground to that? Like something else? Like a third unknown thing?
Um, no.
Like a half lie, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I took my dog and sold it, but I go home, they ask me like, oh, where's the dog? Oh, I took the dog, and like I just leave it there. I don't tell them like I sold it, and they'll be like, oh, okay. You know, like that's a
Well,
half
that's
a lie.
just
It's a fact. It's not quite of an opinion now, is it?
no, that's just you lying.
I don't like that word. Lying. Like, who's lying here? Not me. I'm sitting down. So,
Well,
you, you want to describe your little closet area? Like, did you clean it up at least? Did you do this or that?
um, so I have a walk-in closet. I used to have a bigger one at our old
Dang.
place.
Uh-huh.
Um, but this one, there's just a bunch of blankets and clothes that I've thrown on in here. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
currently sitting on a uneven pile of clothes because I'm too
That's
lazy to
cool.
actually tidy it up.
You
But
know,
you know what?
actually, that's good because that's insulation for the sound, and so it doesn't bounce or reverb around. So that's good quality control for the audio.
Yeah, and it's actually more comfortable than sitting on the bare ground.
I know, I know. I thought you'd be sitting like on your bed or something.
Well, that's what I used to do, but there was always some background noise from
You know what?
people that I
I'm
live
gonna
with.
get you I'm gonna get you two gifts. I'm gonna get you a beanbag chair and a silent fan so you can take it in there.
Um, Here's the thing, my door also doesn't like close all the way, and I don't have a lock, so that's also a problem.
Is it one of those slidey ones?
No, it's just like the door frame is too small for the actual door, so it won't close.
Mm. I've had
So I
that
don't
problem
know.
before.
Oh. So I don't know who built this house. I don't know what they're doing, but that's what happened.
It was
The door was way too
Paul
big.
Bunyan. It was Paul Bunyan, my dude.
Is that like
Remember
the
remember learning
the
that as kids?
the lumberjack?
Yeah, and like other folk heroes like John
Appleseed.
something. Johnny
Appleseed.
Appleseed, and there's this African American man
Oh, wasn't he
who,
like really tall or something? No, he was
yeah,
really
yeah, he had
strong.
hammers. Yeah, he's really strong and tall. He's a strong, tall man. There's a good song that Disney has of
Why
him
did we watch those in school so much?
to learn history and stuff, and I don't know, to keep us like calm and not running around the classroom or something. What was I gonna say? So, okay, here's a
John
conundrum.
Henry.
Another one.
John
John
Henry.
Henry was a hammer swinger. Yes, as soon as you said it, clicked in my
Okay, what were
head.
you gonna say?
Here's another conundrum, Miss Google. Dang it. Okay, so if I was born in Africa, would that make me African?
Yes.
If I moved to America, would that make me African American?
Yes.
So is African American a race or a people?
Well, here's the thing. People act like the word black is a bad word, so that's why they just group all black people as African Americans. And that's
But not
why
all black people are African American. There's people from
that's what I'm
Jamaica,
saying.
Australia, not even like other countries too, but like this is the big ones.
That's what I'm saying. Like other people who aren't black like to label all black Americans as just African Americans, but not all of them are from Africa. So that's why, just call them black if you don't know.
Well, Africans also call themselves African Americans. The NAACP is a good organization that do that. But of course, why exclude your fellow brothers and sisters? I wouldn't want to exclude Cubans and Filipinos from our culture, the Latinos.
Well,
Um,
that's also another thing. Like when you're filling out forms, there's like no box for like Latino because it isn't a race.
well, there's Hispanic. That's what Mexican Americans are. Right? Instead of calling us African Americans, they say or they call us Hispanic or whatever.
It's also kind of like the same thing when people just see like another brown person and they just call them Mexican, even though they're like, I don't know, from any other Spanish speaking country. Because they just
Uh-huh.
want to like loop us all together.
Well, people do that with Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese, and this and that. They
Oh
all call
yeah,
them
of
Asian.
course. I
Like
mean
white
that
people are all white people too. There's Germanic, there's the Polish and this and that and all this.
that's different though,
How?
because Asian is is the race
But,
though. So if you
but
call a
well,
Chinese
okay,
person
Caucasian
what?
is a race too. Caucasian?
But that's not what I'm saying.
Are you talking about the Asians?
Like when someone calls someone, okay, like let's say you're, I don't know, give me another country that's Spanish
Uh,
speaking.
Spain.
But that doesn't count because they're white. Um, well, they're not even Latinos. They're just Europeans.
Yeah, they're always peeing, you know what I'm saying? Another Spanish speaking Hades is like a mixture of all languages, my dude.
Oh, well, okay,
Yeah.
let's just say like you're from Cuba and someone says, "Oh, you're Mexican just because you speak Spanish," because that's like the only country they know.
Uh-huh.
But if you were to call them Latino, that isn't wrong. Just like if
I
you
think it's
saw,
I think stereotyping
yeah,
because like
that was my point.
there's more Mexicans in America than there are Cubans and Filipinos and stuff. The Dominican Republic is another one. It's another country. All of South America actually. They have all kinds of countries over there. Huh? Salvador is one. Salvador is a good one. They got a lot of fish over there.
I know it's just like
Delicious.
there's so many that like I can't even think of any.
There's so many that you can't think of any. Huh.
Isn't
Isn't that
that a
like a
problem?
isn't that like an oxymoron, whatever?
Exactly. It makes sense in my brain.